This is just incredible, man. This is shocking news. You wouldn't believe what I found about the Bitcoin ETF. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. Waffles is joining us today. She wants some hugs, some love, so she's on my lap. She won't let go of me, right? So we're gonna have to do the show with her. Waffles, what do you got to say about the Bitcoin ETF? It's a scam. Even the cat knows. All right. Well, we're going to be doing some trading today because Bitcoin and Ethereum is pumping. We're going to take a look at the charts and decide what to do with that and how to trade it. Also, we're going to dive into this news article right now. But before we do, make sure that you head over to bybit.davincij15.com or okx.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below, and Waffles just left the room. Okay, so with that said, let's go over to Blackrock proposes a reverse in-kind model for spot Bitcoin ETF resolves SEC concerns. So I'm reading this article, right? And I'm going down here and I'm like, reverse in-kind model. What does that exactly mean? So I clicked on this, and then it popped up this message, and I was reading through, right? This reverse in-kind model design, right? And they have the current in-kind flow, right? And they added something to it, right? So to make it a reverse in-kind model, right? And they're saying here that the market maker BD. So they're saying here that the market maker BD places a redemption order through the AP. So this is basically when somebody's selling their ETF, basically, right? So that's what this really means, right? So usually it's a group order through the market maker to sell the ETF. Issuer approves the order, right? Crypto, not Chris. Market maker. Crypto is basically somebody who does market making in crypto. Borrows Bitcoin or cash to short Bitcoin or Bitcoin futures. But I thought this was spot. But okay, I understand why you do that, right? So I'm just joking around with that. But I understand why you would do that, because if you don't want, as the market maker, you don't want to have slippage, right? You want to charge your percentage of, hey, you know what? You need Bitcoin, or you need me to sell something Bitcoin or buy Bitcoin or whatever. I don't want any slippage when that happens. So basically, I have to short the market in order to prevent any kind of slippage, whether it be up or down, doesn't matter. I won't lose. I'll only get my percentage for this work, and that's it. That's why you go into the market. This is why we need futures markets, for this exact purpose. So it is using this correctly, right? There's nothing shady there. Okay, so I was just playing with making it shady, but it's not. Okay. So what's interesting, that is the next thing, is that Crypto delivers cash to the MMBD. Okay, fine. That's not so crazy, right? Basically, when you sell some Bitcoin, right, because he borrowed the Bitcoin and he sold it into the market, you're getting cash. And then there's ways inside of shorting, right, by setting up a contract for promising to pay Bitcoin, you get cash, basically. So that's what futures markets are about. So, for example, if you are a producer of commodities, right, and you know you want to sell your commodity in the future, right, you would get cash for it today by writing up a contract saying, "Hey, I promise you XYZ commodity at a future date," and you get cash for that. And the same thing happens up here. Okay. So they're adding this feature, right? Which is fine, because the Crypto has the cash. MMBD, the market maker broker dealer, delivers the ETF shares to the agent, right? Because they're selling the shares, so they have to give the shares back to the agent, right? Which is Blackrock. Issues an instruction to the Bitcoin custodian, so the Blackrock issues to transfer Bitcoin to Crypto. Then, so now he's got the Bitcoins, right? So this replaces the cash that he had. And then he shorts the position. So he's, after he's delivered the cash to the BD, the broker dealer, he's out until the issuer, until the custodian. So he's flailing in the wind here in steps 4, 5, and 6, because he's given away his only position, his cash position, right, that he had to the broker dealer, and now he's got to pray who BlackRock pays him through the custodian. That's his problem, not a big deal, right? But what's interesting, right, is Crypto closes a short position in Bitcoin. It's these two, right? You're like, yeah, what's so interesting about that? They have those Bitcoins, they give it to him, right? Nothing, problem solved, right? And then he closed out that position because now he's he's even, right? He shorted Bitcoin, and so he's got a Bitcoin back, right? So all's straight in the world, right? His positions are blocked out, right? They're nulled out. It's to zero, right? And so he's just getting a position connecting. He's just charging his fee on top of that for that work. Okay, everything seems okay. Everything looks okay, but when you connect these two, right, down here, right, he could do cash. He borrowed cash to short the Bitcoin or futures, right? When you connect that, right, he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to do that. What would stop the issue or the custodian from saying, "Hey, dude, since you can use cash, why don't I just pay you cash, right, to cover your position? I'll cover your cash, right? Because hey, you know what? I kind of leased out these Bitcoins, and they're not giving it back, but they are going to give you cash. So here, I'll give you the cash, right? And what does matter to you? It's the same deal. Nothing changes to you, right? I can do that. I can legally lease out Bitcoin, and I can legally pay you cash if I don't get the Bitcoins back." See, right there. Oh my God, I can't believe it's right in the face, right in your face, right? So if they made it like, okay, he can't short with cash, right, at all, and he can only borrow Bitcoins, right, then, everything's right. However, they made it easy with this, right, for this to happen down here. There you go. Boom. It's straight up, right in your face. They are scamming you with this ETF. Okay, so as I was saying that, Bitcoin, we were gonna, if we popped off above the 38,500-ish area, 38,450 really. You want to take this long, but you can see that we're already pumping. We can pump really heavily today and continue up to the 40K, because it could happen because usually this, even though we still have time, right? So this could extend, and we could bounce off the top and then fail on this for a few more days, like all the way to another week, 7 days from now. You want to be careful about jumping in on a long. Yes, Ethereum finally is like looking beautiful, right? It's created a nice W, and on top of that, this W is going to probably take us all the way up to the breakout level. So That's good. That's really good. And you know what? We're at a resistance point that looks like it wants a breakthrough. So, yeah, if you want to take a long here, maybe you add to your long. If you come back and you hit the stop loss, let's see here, 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So if you wanted to enter, so you add more if we come back to this level and you take it all the way to the 2167, $2,167. That's a fair trade, and you could actually keep it open as Ethereum has a little bit more power after that. We could see this thing pump at least to the as I was saying, all the way up to the 2300-ish area if it breaks the $21.35. Yeah, so that's where we see Ethereum for the day. I hope you enjoyed today's episodes. I hope you learned something about ETF fraud. And there's nothing you can do about it. People will still buy it. People will still use it. It is what it is, right? It is a mechanism to control the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So you might as well use it to your advantage. And how do you do that? Hold Bitcoin and Ethereum yourself. You will get Bitcoin and Ethereum at lower prices thanks to this ETF. And you'll be able to keep taking it off until eventually it harms them. Now, of course, they will, depending on who you are, of course, they will come after you if you have enough of them and ask you to give that up. Right, but you're not Warren Buffett now or Bill Gates, so you don't have to worry about that. But keep it secret, keep it low. Right, if you have billions of dollars, you want to keep that to yourself, and say you're not interested in Bitcoin. Well, meanwhile, you got some other lackey loading up for you. All right. That's it for today. I blathered on enough, and I'm going to have breakfast. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.